Hello, welcome back, and in this video we are going to discuss about matrix inversion method. So this method is useful in finding the solutions of linear equations in two variables using matrices and determinants. For example, if these are the given equations, so in this method we first express the given system of equations in the matrix form Ax is equal to B. And now let us write the matrix A, where A represents the coefficient matrix. So matrix A would be the coefficient of x, which is 3, and then the next element is coefficient of y, which is 4. And coming to the next equation, so coefficient of x is 1, whereas the last element is minus 2. And then coming to matrix X, which is called a variable matrix. So here the variables are x and y. And then coming to B, which is a constant matrix. So here the constants would be, so minus 5, when it gets transferred, it becomes positive 5. So we get the first element as 5, and then the next constant will be minus 6. So before proceeding to find the solution, we need to check whether the matrix A is a singular matrix. It means mod A is equal to 0. Then note that A inverse does not exist. Suppose if the determinant value of A, which is AD minus BC, is not equal to 0, it means A is non-singular matrix, then A inverse exists. So now let us find the determinant value. So AD will be 3 into minus 2 minus of BC, which is 4 into 1. And then performing the operations, we get here minus 6 minus 4, which is equal to minus 10. So minus 10 is not equal to 0. So hence we can say that A is non-singular matrix and A inverse exists. And the next step is to pre-multiply the equation Ax is equal to B with A inverse on both the sides. And write A inverse into Ax is equal to A inverse into B. So that implies we can write this in the form of A inverse into A into X, which is equal to A inverse into B. We obtained this equation by using associative property. And we already know that the value of A inverse into A is equal to I. So we get I into X is equal to A inverse into B. So I multiplied with X will result in X. So we get X equal to A inverse into B. So X is nothing but the variable matrix. So using this equation, we can find the variable matrix. Since A inverse is equal to 1 by AD minus BC into D minus B minus C A, where we are interchanging the elements A and D and multiplying minus to the elements B and C. So that implies we get here 1 by the value of AD minus BC, which is the value of mod A, that is minus 10, into D, which is minus 2, and the next element is minus B. So we get here minus 4, then minus C is minus 1, and A is 3. So this is the matrix of A inverse. And now by using this equation, we get here X equal to the value of A inverse, which is 1 by minus 10 into the matrix minus 2, minus 4, minus 1 and 3 into the matrix B, which is 5 and minus 6. And now let us multiply both the matrices. So using the concept of matrix multiplication, we get minus 1 divided by 10 into the first row into first column, which will be minus 2 into 5, that is minus 10, plus of minus 4 into minus 6, which is plus 24. And then coming to the next row, so we get here minus 1 into 5, which is minus 5, plus of 3 into minus 6, which is minus 18. And then by adding, we get minus 1 divided by 10 into minus 10 plus 24 will result in 14, and the next element is minus 5 minus 18, which in turn becomes minus 23. And then by multiplying minus 1 by 10 to the inner terms, we get minus 14 by 10 as the first element, and the next element would be minus into minus becomes plus, so we get 23 by 10. So here, as x represents the variable matrix x and y, which is equated to the matrix minus 14 by 10, which in turn becomes minus 7 by 5, and this element remains the same, which is 23 by 10. So therefore, by equating the corresponding elements, we get the value of x as minus 7 by 5, whereas the value of y is equal to 23 by 10. So in this way, we can find the solutions of equations, and make a note that the equation x equal to A inverse into B is obtained in matrix inversion method. In our next upcoming videos, we are going to discuss how to find solutions of equations using Cramer's method. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.